Hello and welcome back to Quest for Glory 5. Shadow has just successfully stolen the Blackbird from Minos, which will allow us to hopefully do at least one of two things. You see, we could trade the Blackbird in and win the Chief Thief contest, but Ferrari has also offered to allow us to trade the Blackbird for the deed to Gnome Ann's inn, and we did kind of promise her that we would help with that. So we're going to try and find ourselves a little bit of a sneaky workaround, which is going to require us to talk to our resident artist. Now, if I'm being very honest, I actually don't know if we need to do this, since we already have this imitation Blackbird. That's the one that we got from Mordavia. But let's do it properly anyway. So, we're going to show Wolfie the Blackbird. Wolfie admires the beauty of the statue, while you explain to him that you want him to carve a duplicate Blackbird. He agrees to have it ready for you as soon as possible, which frankly happens immediately.
I am glad to be seeing you again. I have made your statue of the raven for you.
Which we will buy, but first we're going to talk to him.
My pleasure as always. Your blackbird was good to make.
Ask how he's doing.
I am always pleased to be working on art. It is good fun to make your statue. Thank you very much.
And can we actually have the bird itself back?
Oh yes, I am forgetting. Here is the statue that you have brought me. It looks like a nice piece of artwork, but not all that valuable, I would think.
If you say so. Any rumors?
Things that I have heard is that this statue is highly prized by those people of the dishonest profession. You should be watching out, for they may be trying to take this from you.
That is a good point, Wolfie. You can tell him the story of the Blackbird.
It is most interesting that the blackbird is so desirable. I wonder if there is something hidden inside of it. If so, it would have to be broken to learn such a thing.
Let's not do that.
If you are having any other statues for me to be making, let me know. Very good travels, my friend.
Alright, now that's pretty much all we have to do today until the Thieves Guild opens, so let's just blow some time here, quickly. And as 6 p.m. rolls around, we'll go see Orestes. So, let's talk to him.
Good evening, matey. What can I be doing for you?
I don't think he has anything new to say just now. Nope. But let's show him the Blackbird.
Let me take a look at that. I might be willing to buy it from you for a reasonable sum.
You don't let Orestes take the Blackbird. Orestes then writes something down on the guild logbook and winks at you. Alright. What we can do, though, is sell some of these other items. Not Hera's ring, but this winged lion statue, which doesn't cost nearly as much as I... Oh, wait. It costs nearly as much as I might like.
You must be thinking this be some junk. It's a deal, matey.
Alright, and then this cool magic evil statue. Most repulsive thing you've ever held, but it's probably really valuable. I forget exactly what happens if it touches you. I think it just sort of evaporates you.
A pleasure doing business, as it were.
Maybe we shouldn't have given it to him, but that's okay. I trust Orestes, sort of. Alright, let's go to the dead parent. And we are going to speak to Ferrari, but not quite yet. First, we're going to come over and talk to Boudar Noir. Kind of sounds like one long name, but I said it.
You look like you're the cat that caught the canary. Or is it another bird you caught?
Maybe.
I dated an undertaker once, but he just wanted my body.
That's... all right. Anything interesting about today's special?
Care to try our Saturday night special? It will make girls fawn all over you.
I'd be happy to pander to your tastes.
Nice, that's a good couple of puns. I like those.
Remember, crime doesn't pay if you get caught.
Well, we should try and avoid that then. Let's have a chat.
How are things going with you? I don't see you nearly as much as I'd like.
Well, I asked you to marry me. You weren't interested. Granted, there's a wide gap between those two, but that's all right.
I've been waiting for a guy like you to come into my life.
A little more flirting?
Something in the way you move attracts me like no other hero.
Could ask for a kiss again. This time she's not up on a balcony. Maybe she'd be interested.
The way you lick your lips makes me shiver with anticipation.
And I suppose we could do this again.
Love is a good way to ruin a friendship, but it can be the start of a better one. I look forward to your return.
Let's see if she's impressed by the blackbird.
This is it? This is the blackbird that Ferrari is always talking about? Not very impressive, somehow. Still, it would be great if Ferrari could get his hands on this blackbird, and you could take it away from him. It would make him so mad. It would make me so happy. Why don't you see what you can do about tricking Ferrari? Just for me. Or maybe for you, too.
What an interesting idea. Let's see if she's any more interested in the ring these days.
Before I can marry you, I'd like you to do a little favor for me. You know Abdul, who guards outside the inn? He thinks I should be his. I'd like for you to teach him a little lesson. How about, say, a little sword practice? I'd love to watch.
Interesting. That's not maybe the thing we would love to do right now, but, you gotta do what your lady asks sometimes, I guess. Now let's see how Ferrari feels about this.
Could it be? Yes. Yes, it is real. It is the real blackbird. At last, I have the real blackbird. I must congratulate you, my friend. I always knew you were a man of infinite resource. Here, take
the deed to Gnome Ann. I have no interest in it now. Oh, you have my words, gentlemen, that no mention of a certain unsavory aspects of your profession will ever be revealed, at least not by me. I don't know why his dialogue got cut off.
Yourself. What can I do for you now?
Let's see what he has to say.
Forgive me. I'm a little overcome with emotion. This is it. The true blackbird. I finally have it.
And how you been, Ferrari?
I cannot remember when I have ever felt so triumphant as I do now. Years I have spent chasing this thing, and now I can hold it in my hand.
All right, and the deed?
I believe that the blackbird is the most suitable trade for the deed to the Gnome's Inn.
Sounds like you want it so much. It's not quite a fair trade, but you do what you gotta do.
It has been an immense pleasure doing business with you.
All right, let's go throw down with Abdul out here. I guess we can put our arm out. Now, hey, where'd he go? What the heck is happening right now? Where's everybody? In the world? I'd really like him to return. See if that resets things a little bit. Maybe they don't like my armor's on. I'll take it off. Oh, hey, music. I guess while we're here, we'll give this to Gnome Ann.
What? You got it? Yippee! The deed is done. Thanks so much. I'd be a homeless gnome without this. And the cooks would have to find jobs as circus clowns again. You saved us.
Sounds like they're still clowns.
Talk about flower power. It's the man of the hour. You're a blossom buddy and my heroes. I'd love to plant my tulips on yours.
Oof.
Cauliflower! I didn't believe you at first, but you exceeded my expectations.
How are you, Anne?
I'm in the bloom of health and just dandy, Lion.
Maybe we're probably just catching up. I don't think we ever talked to her after the flowers came up, other than after the paint job.
With all those flowers growing outside, the place looks positively blooming, Dale. It has to be seed to be believed. The magic worked just fine, and it all stems from you.
Right.
Have a good Daisy.
I bet when we come back and talk to her, she'll actually have some things to say about the deed. But really, right now, I want to find Abdul. Game seems to be very confused. In a way that is not favoring my current goals. I suppose we could wait for another night. I genuinely don't know if that would mess things up. I'm curious what will happen right here.
Before I can marry you, I'd like you to do a little favor. I'd like for you to teach him a little lesson.
Alright, let's see if somehow that makes him come back. Somehow I doubt it. Wow, this is a pickle. Alright, let's do this. See if Gnome Ann has anything to say about the deed. And we'll go to bed for the night.
I just wanted to thank you again for giving me the deed. I didn't want you to think I was an ingrate. So the cooks and I whipped up a special meal for you.
That should be interesting.
You're my hero, Joe.
Not sure what the pun is there, other than it rhymes, I guess.
Having this deed is a big weight off my shoulders, let me tell you. I was afraid I was going to be indigent and incapable of making a living.
Okay.
With all the neat stuff we did to this inn, I'm sure this will be a big hit with the tourists. I just hope we get some tourists.
Well, maybe when everything is settled down in town, we'll have more tourists coming in.
They really wanted to go out of their way to make an unforgettable dinner for you.
Cool.
Sit down. Let me get you something to eat before you go.
Alright, I guess we can do that. Let's hear it.
We call this Hero Surprise. Messy Tessie was fixing roast beef stuffed with crab for you. Tony Maloney was fixing broiled quail with brandy sauce. My gal Sal was making a chocolate temptation cake. And Rover was making bouillabaisse. Unfortunately, Tony sniffed a little too much brandy and set the quail on fire. Tessie dumped the bouillabaisse to put out the fire and poured it all over Sal's cake instead. During the confusion, the crab ate the beast and wandered off. So I went out and bought you a pizza.
Eat your meal. It tastes mighty peculiar. It's probably the best meal we've had here yet. Maybe the mac and cheese. I'm just going to check one more time, see if Abdul is there. And then if not, we will just end things for tonight. We will have other opportunities to throw down with Abdul. He is, in fact, not here. All right, well, let's go to bed. Sleep until morning. You awaken much refreshed. All right, let us go down here and get ready, because we are finally going to go officially win the Rite of Peace. eventually.
The cooks have fixed something really special. This
Pancakes
just
tapped with fruit. Like anchovy pancakes, I think. I don't know. Doesn't matter. You don't have to listen to those anymore. So let us travel up this way. Hall of Kings. And things are going to be set in motion. Oops, goodbye. That will kind of launch us into the end game as of the point when we turn in this peace statue.
You have completed the rite of peace. All will be summoned shortly.
Wonderful.
Dr. Pretorius, you were accused of drugging the wizards Erasmus and Chakra and attempting to drug others. What have you to say of this?
I have harmed no one. I have merely attempted to make certain that those pesky perverters of reality who call themselves wizards do not interfere with this contest. This was done to make certain that science should prevail over such nonsensical sorcery. This kingdom must be ruled by reason, not magical quackery.
You do not deny that you and Gort are directly involved with drugging the wizards?
Of course not. I'm a perfectly honest person.
Very well. By your own words, Dr. Pretorius, you have convicted yourself of the crime of distributing illegal drugs. Gort, you too are accused of being an accomplice and accessory to this crime. You are disqualified from the Rites of Rulership.
No, you can't disqualify Gort. I protest. Science must rule.
This is not fair. You are fools, all of you, to believe that neutralizing magicians is some sort of crime. They perpetrate the crime of altering reality. Why don't you convict them? We scientists deserve to rule this misbegotten little kingdom. Only we can show the world the way to the future. Only we can destroy the superstitious sorcerers and let technology triumph. We will overcome the occult. Science rules.
Take them away.
It's an interesting defense.
The people of Atlantis have pledged their alliance with Silmaria. Our boats will again be able to sail without fear of attack from the tritons of the sea. Our harbor will again be safe for free trade. The Prince of Shapir went into the depths of the sea. He found Atlantis and brought forth the symbol of peace between our lands and people. Thus ends the rite of peace.
Go to rest and then return to the Hall of Kings.
By tradition, there have always been 7 rites of rulership. The quests have always been of the highest importance to the kingdom. The last of these quests is always the most critical. This is the final rite of rulership. Our kingdom has been terrorized by an assassin. Our king, our citizens, and our comrades have fallen to his poisonous blade. He must be stopped. However, an assassin is but a tool. Mercenaries invading our countryside are but a tool. Inciting war between the Tritons and Silmaria too somehow ties into our present situation. It is not a coincidence that all these events have occurred now. You will seek out the cause of all these events. You will find the one person responsible for these terrible deeds. You will make that person pay for all the death and destruction he has brought to Silmaria. This is the rite of justice.
The rite of justice. All right, we are escorted out. Now, we actually have nothing that we need to do for right now until the end of the day. So, let's just rest until about 8 or so. Alright, I'm going to pause for a sec. Alright, so just wanted to save things there quickly. See, when we sleep too much in one location, the characters don't leave until we change the screen. Now, this is something we should have done last night, but for some reason the game was being angry with us. So, let's take a look at our buddy Abdul here. This person looks tough, but stupid.
That parrot is open.
Yes, but let's fight him. We're just gonna have fist fights.
I get you.
See how this goes.
You must stop this fighting. There is no fighting on the streets of Silmaria. This is your first warning. You will both be arrested if you fight on the streets again.
Yeah, that's all we really have to do. After that, the fight gets broken up. Now let's go and chat with Noir again. And now that we have completed her task, perhaps she will finally be willing to wed us. What do you think?
You are so sweet. You've done so much for me. Could I get you to do just one more little thing? Before I can give you my heart and take your ring, I'd like you to get the better of Ferrari. I'd just like to see Ferrari shown up. That's not too much to ask for, is it?
I don't think so, and frankly it fits quite nicely into our current plans anyway. Alright, so back up to the hill. We do not want to go to the left near that bridge. We definitely want to go in this direction. I suppose as we're going past, we can check out the notice board. Standings after peace, unchanged, except that Gort's now gone, so it's really just the two of us. The 6th Dragon Pillar. The Dragon Pillar near the Pegasus Nest has been destroyed. Only the pillar near the Dragon Blood Pool remains intact. Primary suspect is the assassin of King Justinian. There is a huge reward for his capture. Also, peace with Atlantis. With the successful completion of the Rites of Peace, a treaty has been made with the Tritons of the sunken city of Atlantis. The waters of the Med are again safe for boats and fishermen. And the final rite, the Rite of Justice. Competitors must find the assassin of King Justinian, bring him to justice, and discover the plot behind the destruction of Silmaria. This is the Rite of Justice. And finally, the scientists have been arrested. Dr. Praetorius, also known as Dr. Mobius, gas, no idea, he just had dual personalities, has been arrested on charges of drugging the wizard Erasmus and Chakra. The wizards Erasmus and Chakra. The scientist is also charged with attempting to infiltrate the Rites of Rulership. Alright, now, what we're going to do is make sure that our stealth charm is attached. So this is Ferrari's house here. Home, obviously the wealthy owner. You're obviously in the prime real estate location. But the house is a little too heavily guarded to infiltrate directly. However, this house that we robbed way back on our first night, the owners are, I think, still away because of all the unrest. So, what we're going to do is sneak in here. Come over this way. We could get our torch out, but we don't really need to. Alright, maybe we'll just stick to a bump window. I'm going to go up these stairs and out this balcony door. And then we can put our torch away and take out our rope and grapple. There we go. Now we're going to come up here. Climb our way up. And again up to this roof. Oh, would you just stop? climb up. And unless I'm mistaken, we can't... Oh, we can. Alright, there we go. Climb down here. If we try to jump, we'll take a little damage, so it's better to climb. Jump here, and then find our way across here. Where we should have to, again, tell ourselves to sneak. Now, if we come and look at this set of bars, this set is rusted. So, what we're going to do, take out our oil up these bars. You work oil between the bars and the window frame. You can now twist the bars in place. Bars that you are rusty but still holding. Okay. We should be able to click on it, but it's not letting us. I'm going to move this soon. Let's secure, click our toolkit on there. Window is latched on the inside. Toolkit won't help. What if we get some more oil in? Work oil between the bars and the window frame. You can now twist the bars in place. Yes, let me do it. A few more days rust will do the trick. I don't really want to wait a few days. Why are you being difficult? It should be letting us try to affect this. Not sure why it's being difficult. Other than there's always something. Hang on a minute. Alright, pretty sure I figured out the issue somehow. I don't know what I was doing. I literally loaded the wrong file and it was on the wrong day. So we hadn't even given Ferrari the Blackbird yet. We're on day 19. So we should be good now. And we will oil these bars. And then we want to click on them and, let's see, I think we're supposed to be able to twist the bars. Let's see, if we try to use our toolkit, try using your Thief toolkit to remove the bars, but the bars aren't quite loose enough to move. The rust is sealing them in place and the bars aren't slick enough to rotate. All right, need some more oil. Work the oil between the bars and the window frame. You can now twist the bars in place. Take more than brute force. Without making too much noise. All right, let's just get some more oil going. Maybe we can get it in enough locations. What if we actually click the toolkit on there? Flash the inside, toolkit won't help. There we go, twist the bars. Twisting the slippery bars loosens the rust that holds them in place. You see a gap forming between the bar and the frame, so you jiggle the bars even more. Now we can use the toolkit. Clever use of your tools, something happens, and then it's removed. It's too fast, I couldn't read it, sorry. Alright, we're going to sneak along this ledge here. And make sure we're still sneaking. Come down here. Grab this little amphora. Push this table. Listen to some delightful snoring. Climb up. And we will take the imitation blackbird. Make this swap. You carefully exchange the imitation blackbird for the real blackbird. Place the real thing in your backpack. Alright, let's bust out our magnets. Travel back home. By the way, you can't put that table back. I wish you could. I feel like it would be a little more realistic, but you can't. And then we're just going to go to sleep. And see what happens.
Hey, Prince, wake up. I need to speak with you again. I'm heading back to Minos Island. I now know where I can find the proof that he's guilty. I just want you to know who to blame if I don't come back.
Well. What can you tell us now? You don't need to sneak anymore. Talk to Elsa. Ask about
Minos
Minos.
and I have been getting into many arguments lately. He is learning that I do not follow his orders. He wants people to obey him without question. I do not like Minos, nor do I trust him.
All right. What proof can you offer?
I saw something in Minos' treasure room that looked like the prophecy stone. If it is the prophecy stone, then that means that Minos is behind all the breaking of the dragon pillars. I don't know what he's up to yet, but I intend to find out.
And how about you, Elsa? How are you?
These rites will soon be over. They have been difficult and dangerous. It may well be that you will win and I shall lose. Still, I regret nothing. It has been most interesting working with you, and against you.
Elsa, please be careful.
Of course I shall be careful. I am not an inexperienced fool, as you should know. Still, it is good that you care for my safety. You are a fine hero.
There we go. And we will not tell her that we love her, but we will say goodbye.
We will meet again. I am certain of that. Farewell.
All right. And I think she's just going to slip away. Elsa glares at you. It would be best if you were to stay awake and hear what she has to say. We already spoke. You should be leaving. There we go. All right. So that'll take us to the morning, and we will end things there. And when we come back in the next video, we're going to do the Rite of Justice. But until then, see ya.